Hello guys, thank you for coming back. Today we're going to make our register page. In our Rust video, we made a login page. So now our register page will be like this. There will be a last name and just name and email, and there will be the password and password confirmation input. So let's start making our register page. So first going back to the page we made just like time, and we will go to our text editor. First we need to make the page. So to make the page, we first go to app.js, and we need to make the allow for the register. So in here we will import register from register. We already made the portal last time in here, even though we didn't have anything at all. So in here first we will create a React component class, and better to have the capital for the first letter, and in here hello register page, and then we go back to our app.js louder again, and we paste and copy and paste and register. Put our register page into component. So right now we go back. We need to make the path will be register. So first we go in here and change the URL into register, so we can see hello register page as we wrote in our text editor in here. So if we see this one, we're gonna use the button here to go to the register page. So first we are gonna make the button in here. So we're gonna make the button in here first. So first we're gonna make it change it to 6 and copy it and paste it, and then we're not gonna use the on-click in here for this button. Instead of that we will use the link to so the location we need to go to, it was the register. So and then the sign off. So we didn't have this one. Import link. This comes from the React louder DOM. Actually you can just use the A and then H left and the register, but in React you usually use the React louder DOM then rather than just the H left, because if we use the A like this, you see, like if we click this, you can I'm gonna click it again. We actually read refresh the page. It will refresh the page, but if we just use the red router DOMs link, you can see this. Yeah, it doesn't refresh the page, just to change the page into register. So I think it's way better to use the link than H tag. But the styling is not correct for this one, so maybe I need to copy this one again and then put it in here, and I will change this into 12. So go back to here, and it's better to have some space in here, so I'm gonna just put this one in here. And way better this way. So go to sign up page. So we are gonna do a lot of codes in sign up page. So register page in here. So first we need to make the template, but this template and this view will be really same as the login page. So we're going to here, and then we will bring everything. From here to our register page, put it in here. So we're gonna change it. First it will be last name, and it will be text, validate, and it will be last name. And the second one will be just name, also will be text, so it will be name. Our next one will be email, and we also need to have the password in here. So in here is the same part for the header displaying part, and this will be changed into create an account, and we don't need to have this part in here. And for the value, yeah, it has to be changed. This one will be last name, and this one will be name, and this one will be email. So password, and password confirm, right? And we also need to have the state in here, so we're gonna copy that in here again, because they will be very similar, but we need to have more states in here, like the last name, copy, and just name, and password, and password confirmation. So write this, and then we come in here. We don't have this function, yes, so that's why it will cause some errors, but other than that, we need to change this one, sign up, like this. we are done with just the template for the sign up page, so we need to make some function in here. So actually we have this function in here too, so we will get it from here first. So and then we come here, so we change, yeah, this is actually changed well. So and like I got this problem, so to remove that problem I need to put the class name active into label. Originally it doesn't have to have that kind of problem in here, but there is some error. So now it's actually okay until now. So now right now what we need to do is to some validation check. So like as we did in the login page, like user doesn't write anything and then he click this login button, like this needs to be displayed. Like for me it's not valid because the user doesn't write anything in here, so it changed like this and didn't write any password at all, so this one has to be displayed too. So like this, so we also need to validation check in here, but like we are not gonna use really like difficult and complex the validation check in here. We will do very simple one. So what we need right now is that we need to have the submit form. Right, we type everything in here, so when we click this one, this submit form will be triggered, so that's why we need to have this submit form. So event, we will get event from the submit form. We will use arrow function in here and event that prevent default. And we need to get all of the data when we submit, so let data to submit. All of the data will be email, so this email will be this state email. So when we type in here, this will go to this part, like last name, name, email. So we will get the data from the state. So and name. So this also will be this state, the name, and we also need the last name to sign up. So this state and last name, and lastly the password. This the state and password. We also need the password confirmation to check the password and password confirmations that will be same. So this the state and password confirmation. So right. So in this part we need to check this firm is valid or not. So we need to also make one more function to check the validation. So we don't have this function, so right now we are gonna make that. And we need to set the variable errors. This will be the arrow. This will be the array errors and the error. And first what we need to check is this form is empty or not. So we're gonna come in here if this one is the empty, so we need to block this one from going further. So first, this is the form empty. This will be this day. So we don't have this function yet, so we're gonna make this one too. Just in here. So we put this state, all of the state in here. So we use the ES6 syntax. So we can just put the last name and name and email, password, and password confirmation. And we also use the arrow function again and return. So we will check this length. So if the length, so if there is no length for this one, so we can know the form is empty. So we will use like this: name, the length, and last name, the length. So email length or password length, or password confirmation length. So this means like if we don't have any of the variables of length is empty, we will say is a form empty true. So this means or, like this one means and this one means or. So even though any other things have the length, if this one doesn't have a length, so we can say it is a form empty true. So we will say in here, so we need to say in here error message fill in or fields, and this set state errors concat error. So when our form is empty, we're gonna put this error into errors state. So it will go in here, so it will be displayed in here, display error. We also don't have that function too, so we're gonna bring it from the login page because we made it before. Display error in here. And we need to keep checking the validation. So first we check for the empty state, so and then we also need to check the password and password confirmation are same or not. So else if this is password valid and this state we need to make this function again. So password and password confirmation. First, we want our password to be longer than 6 characters, so we need to do like this: password length. If password length is shorter than 6 character, or password confirmation length smaller than 6, return false, because we want our password to be longer than 6 character. And we also need to check else if password and password confirmation, we want these two are the same. But if these two are not the same, we also need to say return first and else. So we will return true. So we checked our password is valid. So, but if it's not valid, we also need to add errors into errors state. So error message password is invalid, and this set state errors concat error, and lastly else return true. So right now we go back to our submit form in here. So we finished making isForm valid function with those function. So and now we know our form is valid, so we need to make the error state into empty array again. So first we are gonna set state errors empty array, and then now we need to send this data into the server. So to do that, first we're gonna use the Redux again. So you actually don't need to use the Redux in here, but like for me, I think it's better to use the Redux. So if you don't want to use that, you can just use the Axios right in here, not in Redux page. So but it's better to know how to use the Redux, so I'm gonna use the Redux in here. So dispatch, so the function's name will be register user. We didn't make that yet. Data, we will put data to submit this one in here, and when we send all of our data into our server, like the server here and here, we need to send our data into like register here. So all of our data will be put in our database. So and then this database will save all of the data in there, and then if we get some error, yeah, we will send our success force back to our front like client, and then if we have success, then we will send the success and user data. So in here we will get all the data in here, we get from our server in here, and so we will get response. So a response, and if our response, the payload is success, we do something else. So if we get success false and success true, so and based on that response of results, that we will do something different in here. So now it's time to make this one register user redux. So we're gonna do import register user. So if we see in here, we can have this one. And then user action. We need to copy and paste this one here, and we're gonna copy this one again. I'm sorry. We need to copy that in here. Sorry about it. And copy all of this part, and then paste it, and copy and paste it in here. And then we need to change this one, register user. Copy and paste it. And in here we put it in here. So we also need to go to types page. So in here, register user. So lastly, we also need to go to reducer. Register user, and copy this one again. So okay, and we need to go back to user action. So this location needs to be changed, because if we go to our server, this loading location will be API users register. So in the user action, we also need to have this location. So right now we do this, I think. So and then we come in here again to check. So we come back in here. So first we're gonna just do console the log and response to check how it's going. So first we come back in here. We will also put the data to submit to. So we will see whether the data is entered well or not. So we're gonna type this one, type this one, type this one. So if we see here, so we type everything so well. The reason why we had an error in here is that when we use the Redux, we are using Redux in here, but actually, and we do the props dispatch, but we actually don't have the props right now because we didn't do anything in here for the Redux dispatch. So I come in here. This is login page. When we do login, we also use the Redux, like in here, this props dispatch login user. So to use this dispatch, so if we go to the bottom, so actually we use the connect like this. So we actually need to have this one too. Copy this one and copy it. So need to have this connect from Redux dependency. So we did it like this and then do it again. Maybe okay. J1 John on labor.com 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. We see it here and let's start payload. Let's set true. So and user data, we got the user data. So actually we are doing fine. So we did it this one. So like in here, response payload success, response payload success true. We got the true, right? And so like when we were successful for our signing off, so we are going to after finishing like successing this one, we want to let this page, we want to change our page into any other page. Usually we can make this page go to like the home page, like a landing page, or it's better to let it go to just a login page. So after signing up, we need to do the login to go to the home page or any other page we need to see. So maybe first we need to let this page go to the login page. So our login page, so this props, the history, and push login page. If there's error, we got the response success false. So that means that we have some errors in when we deal with some database. So this set state errors, this state error, concat your time to send data to DB was failed. And we can also use the catch block in here. Error, this state error, so we also need to do one more, like when this form is not valid. So this. We can just do the console log. Console error. The firm is not valid. Okay. So we're gonna start from the scratch again. So John on neighbor.com 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So we will create. So yeah, we come to our login page because we got the success for our sign up. So I want to check whether our data we pull is actually stored in our database well or not. So first I go to, so I come to the MongoDB right now. So in here we go to collections and user, maybe not this one, maybe try that. So in here, like I use this John on the neighbor, so this means we are totally successful even in database. So right now we've made the login page and register page. We're almost done for the boiler, like a more stack boilerplate. So thank you for following me this far, and I hope you have a really nice day and you did really well. And in Korea it's a Thanksgiving day today, so I'm not gonna go to my work, so I'm so happy about that. But there is still a lot of things I need to do. It's really early morning, like 6 a.m. right now. Anyway, really thank you for watching my video, and I hope you keep watching my videos, so learn a lot of things from in here. And thank you and have a really nice day. I'll see you later.